yeah, all right, okay. We are in the place to be. All black everything. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, Sprite. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Big Dreams Ministries. All black everything. We are back again. When the world was black. Pow! In a different lighting. We did it during the early time. We get it in early. Looking to become more consistent, going through many life situations and challenges. Peace and love to my pops. I love you. I miss you, King. Mama, you know how we do it. We're going to keep it rocking for y'all. Everything we do, we put y'all first. You know what I'm saying? Let it be known. We're back. This is All Black Everything. We're going to get right into it where we left off. We was on the power of now. Now we back into when the world was black. We going to keep fluctuating until we get it all complete. Just sharing this information. Do your own research. Take my word for nothing. We're just sharing information. This is a new series that actually also we've been lied to slash did you know? Maybe you have. Maybe you did know. Maybe you didn't. If you didn't, this drop some enlightenment on you. If you did, this just further your knowledge on it. And here we go, y'all. And we were talking about what was a black nose at the end of that one. Black nose. What is a black nose? Blacks in America still carry much of this ancestral diversity in their noses and hair textures without any traces of Cherokee blood or white ancestors. Despite only 17% non-African mixtures in their genes, a recent nasal study found that the modern black, modern day black women and blacks in general exhibit wide variability in nasal indices, with up to 50% possessing narrower noses, such as those similar to Europeans. Hmm. In other words, black noses are naturally more diverse than you think, as we are totally. West African noses are typically wider than those of East Africans, but not as wide as those of Australian Aborigines. And as African anthropologist Shomarka O. Kieta explains, East Africans didn't get aquiline nose or narrow noses from Arabs or Europeans. Nope. You see, a West African or Bantu nose is so distinctly black that when Europeans found such noses on ancient sculptures throughout the world, they destroyed the noses, knowing that these features would be dead giveaways to who these people were, as they did the Sphinx. But they left many of the noses that were more alkaline so that they could show these examples off to the world, indirectly hinting that these people were European. Nah, so. But when they weren't, so be careful about how you define blackness. If you eliminate black people with naturally narrow noses, you allow those people to be co opted and identified as white. What about black hair? We must also be careful in our views of black hair. In 1971, Chez anthropologist Strawhouse study of of Egyptian origins and narrow limits of what continues African hair as a parameter, thus claiming pre-dynastic Nubians were really white Europids, overrun much later with waves of Negroes, and that few true Negroes appeared in Egypt until the late or the New Kingdom. Look at my face. Keita says that it is common practice, noting that many Egyptologists use an extreme true Negro definition for what continues or for what constitutes a black or African person. And anyone who falls outside of these narrow limits is classified as something else, usually Caucasian, throw them in that box, throw them in that pot, or something, or some other euphemism for white. Yet, as Kiedis adds, there's a clear double standard, as few have attempted to apply the same model in reverse and define a true white. Mhm. Bottom line, there's a lot of diversity in terms of black hair as well. We know this from looking at black people of India, Australia, but this diversity also exists in Africa. In Kita's investigation of Egyptian origins, he observed that the Badarian hair analyzed by Strawhouse and identified as mulatto was no different from that of the Fulani, some Kanuri, and some Somali, and does not require a gene flow explanation. Extremely woolly hair is not the only kind of native or tropical Africa to tropical Africa. Well, what about black skin? That would be the bottom line, wouldn't it? In the end, we can look at black people all over the world, all throughout history, and the color of their skin tells us where they came from. It might not tell us how we're related to them, but we know we're related. But are light skinned black people still black? Sure you are. I think we're gonna leave it right there. That's a great question to end on. Are light skinned people still black? What is your thoughts? Leave it in the comments. We can come right back. All black everything. Think it's white. Big dreams, many streams. When the world was black, we getting back in it. Getting more consistent. Like and share, subscribe, and thumbs up like you hitchhiking. Appreciate your love. Peace, mom. Peace, pops. We're getting it in, y'all. When the world was black. Come back with us. Help the channel. Thank you for helping the channel. Peace and love.